Hey guys, I'm here to talk about differentiated learning through interactive games. Now, I looked at the video and what's his name, Mr. Pranavas, excuse me, in his class. I like the way he opened up his class with stating his objectives, his goals for the students, that the concepts, the standards that he wants them to grasp and to learn. Now, what he did was he gave a lesson. Um, you know, Physically with him to the student. And then if they grasp the concept, he opened up the technology for them. Now, I see him sitting at whiteboard tables, which I love, and the students were able to compute answers and questions. Silly, excuse me. Um, Able to compute questions and answers on the whiteboard table, which I think is awesome. And then he broke it down a little further and got a little bit more into technology, and he opened up the MacBooks and the iPod or the iTouches, which I think is great. He said he uses either or even both depending on the lesson. Now he had two programs. One was more so seemed like the performance based, or maybe even the assessment part, to where you have to complete 3 games at 80% accuracy before you can move to the next program. Our next program is where differentiated learning and practice came into play, because this program allowed for the students to show their mastery. Like you master one level, you move on to the next, and the next, and the next, and so forth and so on. This not only helps the students that really got the concept get deeper into the concept, but it also allowed the teacher to fall back and physically help the students that were not grasping the concept as well. He was able to sit one-on-one and go through, okay, what are you getting, what are you not getting. He said he really enjoyed that and loved that aspect of it. Now I feel like this learning environment is great because it kind of instills confidence in the student. If you think about it, the results of the games or tests or whatever you want to call it are between the computer, the person, and the student. Excuse me, the computer, the student, and the teacher. Um, a student doesn't have to be shy or worry about raising their hand and maybe answering a question wrong or not getting it or tell the teacher that they're not getting it. The results are right there, plain and simple. And while others are doing their individual practices, a student is able to pull a teacher to the side in confidence, so to speak, to let them know what they do need help with, what they don't need help with, and what have you. Now, this really follows the gradual release model and the fact that it's taken the responsibility and putting it on the students. Like it's individual practice. Like the teacher, of course, is in front, giving the lesson and making sure the concepts are going well with the students. However, at the end of the day, it's about the students, how far they want to go into their learning when it comes to like the games and stuff, and how much that how let's see, comfortable they feel about asking the teacher for that extra help, or just really trying to use their critical thinking skills, their problem solving skills, their 21st century skills, and all of that to really add to their learning and add to the experience of learning, especially with such a concept that they were doing math, something that not everyone, finds a joy in. However, I feel that this learning environment really helps the student and really